Hey, so welcome to my messy apartment tour. I just watched a YouTube video and they did an apartment tour, and I'm like, I love apartment tours. Maybe I should do one. And since I will be moving in October, this place won't be mine in less than 2 months. So, as you can see, I'm standing at the front door. My back is against my front door here. And so, as you enter the apartment, you immediately are facing the kitchen. I'm just going to turn around and show you the front door. This is the front door. And what I like about this space, I do love the wooden front door. I believe it's the original to the apartment. And I hate parquet, but I love that these parquet are actually giant parquet squares and in a dark, like in a medium brown tone. So I love that it's not your typical tiny apartment parquet. So it really gives a nice finish to the floor. So that's my front entry. What I did, because this is an open concept space, it's a bachelor unit, a studio unit. There isn't a foyer in particular. So what I did to define the space is I put down that carpet there, which is actually two carpets that I just placed side by side to create an entryway for where the shoes will land when you walk into the apartment. On my closet door, which is where all the outerwear and other stuff reside, I put coat racks or coat hooks. So I added these coat hooks just to be able to hang things. It's just much easier to drop things. It doesn't look as neat and tidy all the time, but it's practical. Right now it's a mess because I have garbage sitting at the front door, so don't mind this. This is garbage that has to go out, garbage and recycling. And the other thing I did is I added a little table at the front door because, you walk in and you need to drop your stuff somewhere. So I have this table. It's super messy right now. Again, this is a messy apartment tour. And above it, I have a picture by one of my favorite street photographers, Elliot Erwitt. So it sort of defines the space there. And then going back to the view from the front door, I have this big mirror. This is one of two mirrors I have in the apartment, and I love this because it's literally the same size as a doorway, and it just opens up that wall, makes the space a little bit bigger feeling, and you have a place where you can see yourself, etc. before you leave the apartment. So let us go into the kitchen. The kitchen is straight ahead. It is nice that it has this black tile. And it's also really cool. So I'm just going to back up again. Being in a studio apartment, a bachelor apartment, I don't think it's very common that you have a separate kitchen. And I really like this about the space is that the kitchen is enclosed. At one point, there was actually a door on here because there are hinges. So they've taken that off. But yeah, it's great that you have a separate kitchen space because one thing about living in a studio apartment, when you cook, the smell goes into the entire apartment and I hate that. So if you can have a separate kitchen, it sort of helps with that. So as you walk into my kitchen, I'll come from the side. The stove, there's a countertop. There's not a huge amount of counter space, but it's manageable. Lots of cupboards. On this side, there's a window in the kitchen, which is also very awesome. And then for myself, I put what would be my dining table in the kitchen, and I'm using that as my office space. So I have that there beside the window. I've got my computer on it. I've got two chairs beside of it. If I didn't have it here, I could put that outside and I could make more storage space, cupboards, etc. in here to make this kitchen a little bit more functional. And just to the right of that is my fridge. There we go. And if we come back outside the kitchen, let me turn the light on, is the hallway. And so this first cupboard here to the left, that's my linen closet. Straight ahead, this closet here is my wardrobe. Okay, messy apartment tour. There's my hamper of dirty clothes. And this alcove right here, what I did is I put up a curtain in front of it and I've made this my utility closet. And I just put the curtain up using a dowel, actually. So a piece of wood I got, cut it down to size, and then just wedged it in so it's a pressure fit to hold the curtain up so that you just keep that space covered but accessible without having to have a door. And then I'm going to turn around and show you the bathroom. And this is the bathroom. Pretty standard, nothing special, nothing to write home about. Well, that's the bathroom. And we're going to turn around and then go into the main space. So over here is the main space of the apartment. So from here, as you can see, I have a second mirror, my couch, and then decorative items on the wall. So what I will say is this apartment as a bachelor, I don't know the exact square footage, but it's got to be at least about 500 square foot because this sofa is a 9-foot long sofa. It's the Kivik from Ikea, the Kivik chaise lounge. I can't say enough great things about it. The only caveat I would say is I love this color sofa, but it's almost been a year and I definitely need to wash all the cushion covers because the light gray does pick up a lot of color, dirt. So that's the only caveat with the sofa. To the left of the sofa, beside the front door, I added a lamp, a standing lamp, which I use all the time because I hate overhead lighting. The lighting when it's overhead just looks, I hate it. So I usually use lamps to light the apartment in the afternoon. There's an ottoman in front of the sofa, and then decorative items. And then again, I have a second mirror. Again, this is from Ikea. I'm a big Ikea person. It's the Mongstad. It's the original Mongstad, so I've had this since about 2004. So again, it just opens up the space, and it also helps to define the space. It helps to define this space as the living area. You can see my bike there. There's no real space to put my bike, so it lives there. And then I have the Expedit bookshelf, which really works as a good room divider. So if you're ever looking to divide your space, they now have a Kallax. It's a great room divider. I can't say enough about it. It's very simple, but it does the job. And then behind there is the bedroom area. So the bed is here. It's a queen size bed. So it just works. There's enough space just to have a small, I use a little ottoman beside as side table. I have one on either side of the bed, and it's just enough space to fit a queen size bed. There's the radiator and then the door. This is, other than the kitchen, this is the only window in the apartment facing north, and there's a building across the street from me. So, and then there's some other miscellany over here, chair, the TV is over here, and a bench. Again, messy apartment tour. And then if I turn around, this is the view. From here, you can see the sofa, the front door, etc. So, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't know, let me go to the mirror and say hey. All right, bye.